Who owns the vehicle?
My cousin.
Your cousin.
An American and his female companion drove their borrowed vehicle to the Canadian border by mistake.
Appears they made a wrong turn onto the bridge.
And now they're returning to the US.
All right, anything in your pockets?
Nope.
All right, flag them out for me.
No, I'm not gonna touch you. Just take your pockets and pull them inside out. Okay, that's stuff in your pockets. We need to put it all on the
Stuff
counter.
in your pockets, put up here.
Kinda do this.
A lot of times people don't intend to go to Canada. They might have something in their vehicle that they wouldn't exactly want us to find. I need to know what's in the vehicle.
Nothing really.
Nothing really or nothing?
I mean, there is stuff, like...
Well, what? Do you have any prescription or non-prescription drugs in the vehicle?
No.
No. Anything sharp? Knives, needles, anything that might poke us while we're looking through the vehicle?
No.
Okay. We'll call you back up when we're done, all right?
Okay.
Just have a seat.
He has no job. It's his cousin's.
Driving a third-party vehicle, and he has no job to even have money to put gas in the vehicle. So there's a possibility there will be drugs in the vehicle.
At JFK International,
Where are you guys going today?
Can I see your documents, please?
officers are on the hunt for signs of illicit travel.
What we do is we roll the flights. If passengers stick out, meaning they have a lot of bags, they look lost, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're going to stop.
Speak Spanish?
Hey, I'll get you.
Today, a US resident returning from the Dominican Republic is pulled into secondary inspection.
The child looked lost. I stopped her, asked her where she was going. She didn't know where she was going. ¿Cuánto tiempo afuera? 2 meses. 2 meses. Vamos a aquí. Opened up her bags, come across a totally weird-looking object, which was heavy. This is very interesting. A lot of times, we get statues that are heavy and loaded with cocaine.
The Pacific Northwest is known for its majestic mountains and gorgeous greenery, but not all of Mother Nature's miracles are welcome at the border.
Large chunks of shake. It's positive for marijuana or the presence of THC.
Whether it's legal in Washington or legal in BC, when it crosses the border, it's going to be a no-go for us.
At the Peace Arch border crossing in Washington State.
What was the last time you guys smoked marijuana?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
2 budding American entrepreneurs are in secondary inspection.
In the vehicle?
No.
Any prescription medications in the car, guys?
No, sir.
Narcotics of any kind?
No, sir.
And marijuana, medicinal or recreation in the vehicle? You guys just want to have a seat? We were talking to them out in pre-primary. They rolled the window down. We smelled marijuana in the car, so we just wanted to see if there's any more somewhere in the car.
Officers are concerned with the piece of equipment the duo declared.
It was a sifter for marijuana. They have a marijuana grow up here in Whatcom County. I guess it rolls around in there and it separates the buds from other parts of the marijuana plant. Ooh. State law in Washington, it's legal for recreational use. Federally, everything is still illegal. You can't grow it, you can't sell it, you can't possess it. There's some shake in here.
Shake is dried up marijuana leaves, but is less potent than the plant's buds.
And those cracks, there's definitely shake.
At the International Mail Facility in Chicago. Keijo, the detector dog, is on the case.
We're here screening international mail that's arrived from the Netherlands. It's a very high-risk mail, usually contains many narcotics. Come here, bud. The dog is such a key part of our mission here. What 10 officers can do in 1 hour, he can do in a matter of seconds. Good boy. Such a good boy. The dog is in a lay position because he's alerting to a package right now. He's telling me, hey, it's right here. This is where you need to be looking. Come on, bud. Keep. Let's go. These are all suspect packages that we have to examine and inspect and see what's inside. The dog alerted to this envelope, so we need to see if there's any drugs inside. Usually, indications of drugs is a vacuum seal through the mail. Brown powdery substance, we won't know until we test it. You see it turns a quick green color into heroin. It's nice to have the dog be able to help us determine what's legitimate and what's not. We're always gonna change our gloves in between testing to make sure we don't get any cross-contamination. We're gonna take a small sample from this package that are pills. And there's your quick flash to the purple. It's a positive field test for ecstasy. To some sort of liquid. I'm not sure what it is. We let the experts determine that. It's very tough to test the liquids safely here, so we let the lab take care of that. Thank you.
Will do. I'm gonna take them down to the lab, and they're gonna run tests on it to see if they are actually controlled narcotics.
This is your first time here? What do you do for a job? Go ahead, thank you.
At JFK.
Open up her bags. This is very interesting. Come across a totally weird-looking object, which was heavy.
A U.S. resident returns from the Dominican Republic with an unusual package.
A lot of times, we get statues, and these heavy statues happen to be loaded with cocaine. ¿Con qué un pedazo de... ¿Un pedazo de qué es? ¿Un vegetal? ¿Qué es? So I unwrapped it, and I came across a yam. When it's a large amount of produce, I probe, because a lot of times we find drugs in there. ¿Tiene maíz adentro? No. You know, the cocaine and the yam, everything's pretty much the same color, so they try to mix it in.
Where's home? Is this your car?
At the Peace Arch Crossing in Washington State.
Whew.
Officers search the vehicle of two American pot growers, returning with equipment for their growing operation.
They said it was a sifter for marijuana. There's some shake in here. Whether it's legal in Washington or legal in BC, when it crosses the border, it's going to be a no-go for us. If you look right there, in those cracks, there's definitely shake.
There's nothing worth seizing here.
Officers still need to decide whether the sifter is illegal paraphernalia.
They're using it to cultivate their marijuana. We're trying to figure out if it can come in or not.
All right.
Just either thank you for not smoking. The sifter's going to be seizable, right? It's still federally a grow-up.
You can't take a pipe just because of the pipe, right? It has to have residue in it.
This is brand new. Generally, if we find pipes or grinders and that sort of thing, it has to have trace amounts of drugs inside for it to be seizable. Hey, guys, come on up. Give that orange paper to the officer in the exit booth as you drive out.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
The sifter is fine. We let it in.
Just because we're in a recreational pot business doesn't mean we can't be responsible. We know that our borders are being protected and we don't have anything to fear, so everything's fine.
Anything to declare in the vehicle?
What's everyone's citizenship?
At the Peace Bridge in Buffalo.
Who owns the vehicle?
My cousin.
Your cousin.
An American who didn't plan on crossing the border is in secondary inspection.
Driving a third-party vehicle, and he has no job to even have money to put gas in the vehicle. The search turned up. No drugs, anything like that.
The car passes the inspection, but the occupants are still a concern.
You have a driver's license?
No.
So you've been driving without a driver's license?
Yeah.
We've discovered that he does not have a valid driver's license to be driving the vehicle.
Have a seat, guys.
So now we've got additional concerns with that we're gonna have to take a look into. No driver's license at all.
Anybody give you anything to bring into the country?
When was the last time you were in the U.S.?
At JFK International Airport,
This is very interesting.
an officer gets to the root of a potential drug concealment.
You know that the cocaine and the yam, everything's pretty much the same color, so they try to mix it in.
The yam is coke-free, but the officer isn't through digging.
Es algo. Doña, pero usted trae sábila, ¿qué más? I called agriculture over.
This is good. This is allowed in, no problem, because she's going to use that for tea.
Okay.
This is not allowed in because she's planning on planting it, because this is going to have insects or diseases that can get into our soil and mess up our agriculture.
They said it was no good.
This is not allowed either because it's grown in soil for the same reason. Did she declare?
No. No. She's supposed to declare that she has food.
Señora, esto acá es un documento oficial. Es nuestra obligación para decidir si esto se puede traer al país.
Oh, porque ella no me puso yo le puse no.
Okay.
She said, "Oh yeah, I couldn't. I just said yes to everything, so I didn't declare it. I didn't think it was going to be a problem."
This is a big humongous yam.
Así.
Okay. Porque esto puede ser una multa de $300.
Agriculture took her products. I told her, "Don't do it again."
We just gave her a verbal warning.
She wasn't happy, but she could also get a fine because she didn't declare it. And I'm sure she knows next time when she goes overseas, even if they say it's okay, you better make sure you find out before you bring it over.
At Chicago's International Mail Facility,
I'm not sure what it is.
a blue liquid inside a package from the Netherlands isn't spilling any secrets.
Thank you. Will do. I'm gonna take them down to the lab, and they're gonna run tests on it.
The samples that the officers submit to us might have been tested with field test kits. However, those test kits only test for a handful of drugs. Now that we've evaporated the liquid, we're gonna wanna screen it on the infrared spectrometer. We're gonna put the sample on this crystal, clamp it down, let the instrument collect its spectrum for this substance, and then see if it matches anything we have in our databases. And we do have a really good hit that this is a fluoroamphetamine substance. This substance is slightly different from the crystal methamphetamine in that it's been altered.
Designer drugs like crystal meth are defined by their molecular structure. Altering that structure can make them difficult to detect.
If they're designing these new molecules every day, we need to try to figure out what they are so that we can be one step ahead of criminals.
What do you do for work?
How much money are you traveling with today?
At Detroit Metro Airport,
Okay, ma'am, if you would, just put your bags right up here.
officers stop a U.S. resident returning from Nigeria.
She's both U.S. citizen and Nigerian citizen. So we were just checking through her luggage.
Everything in these bags belong to you? Do you pack them yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. No one, gave you anything to bring back maybe for the holidays or anything like that?
No.
It's common, so that's why I asked. Did you buy all the fabric there? How much did you pay for all of the textiles?
Well, I didn't actually buy it myself. It was all presents.
But you were given it. So,
Yeah.
Did they tell you how much that they paid for it when they gave it to you?
No.
We're looking for trends that are coming from Nigeria and other countries which are known for trafficking drugs and large amounts of currency into the U.S.
So where did you buy the purse?
Where did I buy the purse? Well, my husband bought it for me. It was in Lagos.
In Lagos? Okay. What is this?
Shea butter.
Shea butter? I just ask that you don't like reach into the bag, you know, when
okay.
it's for safety reasons.
Yeah.
The shoes were heavier than normal, and they were platform type shoes. So we're x-raying those to see if they were loaded with any type of narcotic. And they came up negative. Nothing was inside them. They're good.
Good to go. Okay.
The shoes are clean, but officers have taken a shine to something else.
She's telling me it's sea salt.
Sea salt? They don't have the consistency of sea salt. We were testing that for possibility of narcotics such as cocaine. This one's negative. My colleague tested a bottle of brown substance for possible tar heroin.
Tori.
We tested both those substances and they both came up negative. She didn't have any food products, no alcohol, nothing to declare.
Thanks for your cooperation.
We just released her to continue her travels.
They are doing what they're supposed to do. They are working right. To me, they are doing their job.
Hello, country of citizenship?
At the Peace Bridge in Buffalo,
So you've been driving without a driver's license?
an American driver made a wrong turn and wound up at the border.
He has no driver's license at all. We've discovered that he does not have a valid driver's license to be driving the vehicle.
When I was taking the test, I was driving with one hand, so they filmed me, so I was kind of mad and never took the test.
So you didn't pass the driver's license?
No, I did not. They filmed me because I was driving with... I forgot it. It was just like...
At this point, we have to contact Buffalo Police Department. We have to give them the option of whether or not they want to take the vehicle and/or the subject. We got a guy here. He made a wrong turn onto the bridge, had no intention of coming here, but he has no driver's license. He was driving his cousin's vehicle. All right, thanks. Bye. Buffalo PD's on premises.
Went that way, so we turned around and came back.
You have no license?
No.
Then why are you driving? Why are you
My
driving?
cousin didn't come with me today.
You don't have a license?
Yeah, I know.
You can't drive that car no matter what.
Yeah.
So basically, you're going to get a ticket till I get your car impounded.
Without wheels, the driver and his female companion have to find another way home.
He's driving his cousin's vehicle, which is registered in his cousin's name. His cousin will have to make the trip up here from Pennsylvania to pay the fine and get his car out of the impound lot. As far as we're concerned, he's free to go. He has valid status in the United States, but he is issued an appearance ticket for Buffalo. He's going to have to show up in motor vehicle court and explain why he was driving someone else's vehicle without a valid license.